together, we can weather any storm. We feel pain, we feel the thorn. Baby, I know things have been tough. The roads travel has been rough. Pull up, let's spin the block of love. My presence is here. Your love is never enough. It's my escape. The air that I breathe. Real talk, no room to deceive. Love sees planet. I never take you for granted. Eyes open, never slanted. As long as I'm with you, nothing else concerns me. We were homeless together on this wild journey. Splitting fries, hearing each other's cries, kissing each other's eyes. But now we made it. Sacrifice and stay true. 10 toes down in everything we do. Weather the storms, the thunder that was meant to take us under. Today, I thank you because I'm so blessed. We've been tested. We passed that test. So proud to call you my wife, my guidance for life. Let me take this time and wipe my tears. Thank you, baby, for the memories throughout the years. I love you, and I thank you for never leaving, for being so true, for being one instead of two. You could have left, you could have chased the bag, but you know something, baby? You stayed in the rain, the sleet, the storms. Your love is so unique, making my life so complete. Everyone talks about being real until they're tested, until they're arrested, until they confessed it. But my baby stood 10 toes down, smiled. In times she could have frowned. That's why it's us against the world. My wifey, my boo, my girl. I love you, woman. The queen on earth. You know your worth. Thank you for my babies, that birth. You know your worth. Forever. Thank you for my babies. Take this ring. That's right, baby. Adore your king. Take this ring.
Yo, you know what it is. It's Boss TV in the building. You know, I gotta always have my lip gloss. Stay tuned for my brand to come out. You know, Voices of an Artist in the building. You know what we do. We media, we do everything. We do. It doesn't matter what type of thing you're doing in this world. I'm on it all the time. So you see me staring, you know, there's something going on. And I always tell people mental health is very important. Please check yourself. Make sure you're good. Make sure you take personal breaks because it's important. You as a human being, no matter what you're doing, whether you're doing singing, dancing, it doesn't matter. Just make sure mentally you are good because emotionally it will affect you. And sometimes we go through our shit and nobody understands that. And I personally can say I go through my shit and I understand that. That's why I'm here to make sure everybody's good because, you know, everybody needs that type of vibe, you know. I know how we do in Voices of Artists. And this is a whole different type of interview. Y'all don't know what music is until you start writing. And what's the better way to do it than poetry, a book? It starts from there. You know, the feeling, the expression doesn't matter. So when it comes to your music, the writing's always important. The content of the writing is important. And this time today, we are going to be introduced by a most awesome poet that I know for a very long time. We go like history. Like I feel like I know him for like millions of years, if that makes sense. Jay Rise in the villain, Jerome Bradley as well, because I know you're going by both. And he's been writing since then. Let's tell your story, because I know your story, but they don't know your story. Let's start from when you first started and who you are today. Let's go.
Yes, yes, yes. First, let me just say thank you so much, Borsky V, for having me on the show. For those that don't know, Borsky V actually gave me my first opportunity to collab on a song. Gave me an opportunity to come to a show and showcase the talent as a musical poet. So I want to take out my and give you your flowers now before everybody and let them know that, in this business, people will lie to you, deceive you. But this young lady kept it 100. So with that being said, we have to acknowledge anybody that keeps it 100. Someone, it's a very deceitful business, a lot of lies, a lot of promises. So when you have someone sincere as Borsky V, you got to give her flowers and acknowledge her. So I want to thank you for that first and foremost. And for my sister, for everybody out there, Jay Wrights is a man from hell to excel. I've been in the pit. I've been homeless, prison, street, shot, stabbed, cut, everything. And I decided that all the hell that I've been through, that God has a purpose for my life. So I had to seek inside myself, what is that purpose? I was content working, very blessed to have a good job, provide financially, but there was a void. And I said, I have to fill that void and have a purpose in life. So what I did was I said, what am I good at? And I was like, man, I'm not good at nothing. But then I remembered that I was writing poetry in my darkest hour. And I put it to the side and raised my daughter. And then when I had that time to say, there's a time to rise, this is my time, what I did was I started writing again. And I put all my writing together, and then I put out a book. And with that book, it gave me exposure. And I started getting interviews and going out there, and I'm just writing and writing and writing. And I just started writing stories. Then I said to myself, I need to record it. And I need to use that recording to go out there and start doing showcases. And like I said, that was one of the first times I really went out and performed. And Borsky V invited me out in Queens, and we did that show. And she put me right on the stage, and I went up there, did my thing with the DJs and everything like that. Then I just started from there. I just felt like I had to provide more music for the people. I just can't come out there with one song. So what I started to do is I just kept going on that journey of writing, going to the studio. Then what I did was I learned how to engineer, and I built my own home studio. This way I could constantly produce and put it out there. So that's where we are right now.
See, that was just, let me tell you, when I say we go way back, we go way back. When I first met him, it was at a showcase, shout out to Vero G and Jason, the podcast, actually radio station, shout out to them. When I first met him, it was there. I didn't know who he was. I swear to God, I thought he was security.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, he's gonna like check my purse, and no, he was just chilling. He was out, and I was like, oh, he's one of the guests. I'm like, okay, my bad. Like, and then when he got up there, he was actually literally, he was like really, to me, he was lyrically speaking bars because he the way he spoke, I was just like, whoa, okay, this is a whole different dimension. Like he's really telling his truths. And it's really dope to see that because I came from that too. I came from writing, and that's how I became who I am today. Writing is important, and especially expressing yourself. I'm very proud of you. Just know that. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud that you continue to push yourself. And I'm very proud to say that was really sweet of you to know that I inspired you in that matter, and I pushed you in that matter to push yourself more, because in life it's really hard to come up from where you came from. Not everybody has that mindset. Not everybody's strong. And it's really hard out there. I don't wish that on nobody, not even my own worst enemies. I don't, because God is always good. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you kept pushing yourself regardless of the bullshit, you still here.
Yes.
That's God right there.
Oh,
That's
yes.
all God right there. The blessings. And it's gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? So I really am. I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you. You've been doing a lot lately. I've been seeing your newsfeed going crazy. Like I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
So being that said, like what's been going on with you lately? Like okay, since the last time we collabed.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
so forth. Like what's been going on, your events, what's been new, what's your
Yeah.
new experiences and
Yes.
stuff.
I actually was picked up for a movie. A little part. I performed in a movie, and we're not allowed to show it or anything like that because someone actually picked up the movie for streaming purposes. So that's going to be coming out probably by April. So we'll be able to say that. But we are in the movie, which is a great thing. I have continued doing showcases around different states and traveling out. And recently what I started to do was I started to, because as an artist, guys, you have to find your niche. You have to find your niche. You have to find your place in your lane. You have to know where you're at, stuff like that. You can't be all over the place. So what I discovered is I started doing personal weddings, and I'm getting paid and booked for weddings. And what's so beautiful about it is when you go into these weddings, you don't even have to advertise yourself. If you perform great and stuff like that, someone's going to see you at the wedding. Hey, my cousin's getting married next month. I need you. And it's an ongoing snowball effect. So it's really, really personal. And you just got to put your best out there. But that's where I found my niche as the love poet, where I'm actually serenading the woman in the wedding and saying it's from her husband. So it's a very touching, very special moment that's going to last for a lifetime. And I get free food.
Mm. Hey, I like to eat. I feel you on that one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's an honor too, because it's like you get to experience that, with the events. Like, have you ever like felt like it was overwhelming sometimes? Because I gotta check in on you. I always check in on my peoples. I gotta make sure you're good emotionally, because not everybody asks that. Like, how are you? Like, how you dealing with everything through from the ups and downs? Like, have you ever been overwhelmed too much when it came to like dealing with situations you didn't want to be in?
Yes. Me? Oh, yes, 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 yes. As a human and stuff like that, I go through my ups and downs as well. And sometimes I want to give up. Sometimes I really want to give up. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. When it rains, it pours. It might be a financial situation. It could be just recently, my car went down. And I'm like, oh my goodness, not now. I'm just like, I have other goals and other things. And the car went down. And what I did was I panicked, but then I just stood still And I said, you know what, God is going to work everything out. Then I was having rides to work back to home, and I just said, you know what, let me look around. And I went, and surprisingly, my credit was good, and I got me a nice new car and everything like that. But what I decided to do is not even trash the old one. What I'm doing is I'm actually going to hold it. I have someone that's going to work on it, and I'm going to actually pass it down to my daughter.
Okay, yeah. Now that we get into that family, how does that work for you when it comes to your career and then family? Because congratulations, by the way, I believe you have a grandson, right? A grandson or
Yes,
granddaughter? Yes,
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And like I know, like I said, I know a lot's going on because I'll be. I don't care if my shit goes off because I like to know what's going on. So just in case it's important, I share
Yeah,
it. I share everybody's. I always share
yeah,
everybody's
that's
stuff. So that's just.
of
And
course, my
it's
sister.
really cool to know that you have family, and you got to deal with the career. Like, how is that going for you to mix
Oh yeah.
everything in the middle?
You have to be strong, structured. You have to have a foundation, guys. You cannot be out here playing games. It's nice to take a little break and stuff like that, but when it comes to this business, man, is you're out there against a lot of other artists. It's a lot of fierce competition out here, and it's basically the music right now is saturated because we have so many independent artists, which is beautiful. However, the reality is very saturated. So there's hundreds of you, thousands of you, millions of you. So you gotta be on your A game all the time. Like I work a full-time job. I'm a full-time father. I have full custody of my child, my daughter, that I'm raising for the last 15 years now. So in between that, raising her and balancing out time to write, to record, to put it out there. So it's time consuming, but it's a sacrifice, and you just got to know exactly where you want to be, what you want out of life, and you got to go for it. It's no half stepping. When you're in this music industry, there is no half stepping. You got to put your heart, your soul, and your grind into it, and continue. I receive in the business. I may receive 100 rejections and that one acceptance. So you'll see me out here doing a lot of shows, doing a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of BS behind the scenes. They won't accept me because I'm caught between two worlds. The poetry world wants traditional poetry, the spoken word. I'm coming to poetic events with music, and they're like, "Whoa, what's going on?" It's just like having a classic car, and you putting 22-inch rims on it, and you go to a classic car show. When you pull up like that, they're like, "Yo, whoa, you altered the original." So I'm caught between that with the poet side, and then artists would look at me. Wait a minute, hold up. You're just talking over music. You're not singing. You have no talent. You can't hold a note. So I'm like I said, there's a lot of rejection, and a lot of crazy stuff goes on. I was doing shows.
Yeah, that's you did the Apollo, right? I don't know if
I
you want
did,
to talk about that because I know everybody's a hater when it comes to shit like that, but I don't give a fuck.
yeah, yeah, no, no,
Shit
no, no.
like let's talk about that. Like that was a moment. Even though this shit happened the way it did, that's a fucking honor to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just like I was like really fucking surprised, but in a good way. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, okay, I see you. That's good. And
I
it's
was
okay to bring new styles to poetry. Not everybody who sometimes want to dry ass air with words. I'm just saying.
exactly,
Talk
exactly,
about
sis.
that.
Yeah, the Apollo Theater. Oh my gosh. I auditioned for the Apollo Theater. To my surprise, I received a telephone call, and it was like, "This is the Apollo Theater," and I hung up on them. I thought it was a prank. I was like, "Nah, not me." Then I received a text. It was just like, "This is the Apollo Theater. Give us a call back. You have been picked. You won to come on to the show." And I was crying and everything. Because win, lose, or boo, to get there, a lot of artists, just to get there, it's not all about winning all the time. It's just you're there. You made history. This is a freaking moment. You know how many people walked through that door? How many people performed at that stage? Man, it was phenomenal experience. It was just incredible, and I can speak about it. The sad part is when they choose the song, it was a collab song. So they chose the song. The guy on the song decided not to come and perform. So you cannot change the song at this time and be a solo artist. I actually did the song, actually chose the song and submitted it because I wanted to keep it 100 and keep it real with my fellow artist, my brother. I'm going to put you on the platform that we all could, shine. That was our moment to shine. And at the last minute, he got cold feet, rejected. So when I went out there, the audience was confused because they thought his part was me all the way. So I'm trying to fill in his part. And they say he doesn't even know the guy, his own part. They thought that was my part. So it was a whole bunch of confusion, a bunch of stuff. I went down, but I was so proud. I received this certificate. I'm in the books at the Apollo Theater history, and I kept moving forward. And in the following couple of months, I received #1 musical poet of the year. So, like I said, you can't give up. You just got to keep going on. And part of life, losing is a part of life. That's what makes a great champion, to come back.
Gotta love technology. My mic was tweaking. um, yeah, that's another thing. That I'm glad you said that, because people tend to forget that. Whether you fail, whether you don't, that's life though. That's where you grow. If you're willing to grow, because some people just like to stay stuck in their own dumb ways, and it's like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you need to grow as a person, as someone who's trying to make a best version of yourself. And life experiences are very important because it teaches you lessons. And it's not all because, slow or some shit, because people be trying to confuse that too. No, it's the simple fact that's the way life is. There's a challenge in every aspect, every point of view, every conversation. It doesn't matter what you're going through. There is a challenge, and that challenge is that, are you willing to go through it to get to where you at right now? That's where you could build your confidence in yourself,
Yes.
even if it's a fail. But it's not really a fail because you still win.
Yes.
And people don't understand that. Oh, it was just crazy shit going on in the internet. But that's why when I saw that, I was like, and you said what you said, I was like, I'm glad he said that, because it is the fucking truth. That's so what? At least he got to Apollo. What the fuck are
Yes.
you, like? What are you guys are doing that? Like, that's why I tell people, like, humble yourself.
Yes.
Just humble yourself, because you being humble, you will be blessed. You not being humble and otherwise, you will block your blessings. And
Yes.
that's the way it goes. And being a writer, like, what is your creative process like?
Oh, like sometimes I'll just think about like a woman. I'll just think to myself, I was like, man, how would she feel, if she's feeling empty? How would she feel to know that someone appreciates her and they're coming into that world to fill that void? So that's what I do. I imagine that and saying the right words to her. So what I do is I'll just start writing that. I write out a sentence. What I usually do is I write the alphabets across the top of the paper, and then I'll just say something like, I know you've been scorned. and then I'll go to A, B, born, C, all right, no, D, dawn, and then I'll just go from there. Write the words to the side, and then I know you've been scorned. It's a new day from dusk to dawn. You see, and a new life has been born. Resurrect, a new life has been born. So I just start putting all of the words together. So it's just in the rhythm. Then I just think, okay, now what would be? How would she feel? Okay, now it's born, but now we got to speak. So it all relates. It makes sense.
I think you froze. Mm. Can you hear me? You good? I think
Yes.
he was freezing for a minute. Okay, we good. I'm telling you, technology driving me crazy. But stay tuned for Voice of an Artist going into another extra platform. So don't worry about all this. Virtual is virtual. We do our thing. Shout out to virtual world. But that's a good insight. So you use a lot of metaphors in your poetry. I notice, and that's a good thing because I love poetry and writing that does that. Like that's the most intriguing thing for me when it comes to writing, knowing how to use things in a metaphoric type of point of view, because it's a better way to understand things and feel it. Now this track that you have gave me, this poetry called Together. Hold on, before I get
Together as
the name of
one.
it.
That's the one we played.
Yes. Tell me a
Together as
little
one.
more about that.
Hmm?
Yeah, tell me about that.
Oh
What was
yeah,
the
together.
inspiration behind
Yes, together as one. I wanted to, I'm listening to the music and everything that's out there today, and I was just like, you know what? What about loyalty? What about appreciating someone that's been there for you? What about the struggles? We all go through struggles and stuff like that. But let's appreciate that person that has been ride or die in the darkest, homeless. Like, who's gonna really stick around? People, when people don't have stuff, people are not sticking around. They're like, man, fuck that. I want to go over here. This person got money. They'd rather get rid of that person to chase the bag and be with someone that has materialistic items, but that's not true happiness. They're not truly happy. It is there. But some people are not concerned with happiness. They're just worrying about materialistic gain. So this was a story that I wrote to really appreciate those that's really been sticking by each other, sticking in the relationship. So that's what it's called, Together as One. Instead of two, you've been through thick and thin, you were there, but now we made it. Now we're up.
Yeah, and that's beautiful. It's good to have that, whether it's friendships, whether it's family, whether it's someone you're married to or not. It's always important. I hope y'all understand that it's not relationships. Just is not based on a couple. It's actually based on either family or friendships,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why we call it relationships. And being that said, it's really important that relationships like that, whether it's couples, whether it's friendships, whether it's business partners, and it goes on and on. It's important to have that type of bond, and I really like that you did that. It's very deep too. I'm telling you, you really need to start being in movies because you're. I feel like you could be like in the narration part, like that ass.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, and you should think about doing a poetry type of platform for yourself. You
Right.
should really get into that. I can see you doing that, working with other poetry people, and my homegirl press play. Shout out to a heart from a poet. Camille, oh my god, she is so dope. Like I don't know if you know her, but I'll introduce you to her. She
Yes,
does a lot
please.
of a lot of press play events, and they're really dope. They're like some of them are sensual poems. Some of them are like poems like yours, like telling a story. it's I went to like twice already to one of her press plays that was like in a little lounge, and it was really dope. The second one was like a whole boat ride. She does boat rides too. And
Oh wow.
yes, and I really think it will be good with her because the fact that she does a lot of poetry and stuff like that, and it's really cool to listen to different things in poems, and I like to learn different things too as a writer for my music.
Mm.
And I feel like you'll be a good candidate for that. Like you really do.
Uh,
Like, I shout at all businesses, any sources that anybody needs. I don't hate on nobody's business. Y'all do y'all thing. All businesses that I work with, shout out to y'all. And I appreciate everybody. And when I say, it's like my word is my bond, and I mean what I say. When I say that I got you, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to play this persona where I'm just going to talk shit and it's not, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I support everybody in this game. You know, I don't care how anybody feels on certain things in terms of how I support people. That's their business, that's their persona. But I support everybody because we are, not promised tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of person to be in the middle of any type of situation. I want to support you. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm human. You know what I'm saying? I'm human. You're human. And we all here to grind and push each other. Like this world is there's too many chaos in the world to
yes.
to be on a hateful way. I don't know where everybody just gets this thing. They wake up one day and just say "F you." Like what?
Exactly.
Like who does that? The devil does. Not
Yes.
not the God's child. Sorry. But
Fact.
we gotta be better, and I'm trying to make the best of everything and make this a motivation, support, and I would love to support you more on, Voices of Artists. It's really becoming big, and I was telling this to all the artists that I deal with in business, and I tell them all the time that that it's important that you always connect. Connection is important for you to have with a lot of people, and even though you gotta like do the business, don't take it personal either, because we're all here. And the fact that you're doing a thing and Voices of Artists is actually going to become bigger because the simple fact that they have to be able to reach out to other artists. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a showcase soon. That's coming soon for Voices of an Artist. It's expanding a lot, but I'm doing baby steps with it first. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to connect with all businesses, entrepreneurs like yourself. I want y'all to come. If you're selling a book or whatever, come bring your shit there and just vibe. And y'all prices, y'all places. My showcase is going to be free, but I told the artists, the vendors are not free though, because that's not my business. I'm bringing them business with other clients and artists that are willing to, support. So why doesn't that doesn't hurt? Vendors are gonna do
Exactly.
their thing. They're gonna, price whatever. And come on, why not support a small business? You know what I'm saying? So it's like it doesn't hurt. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it. But I'm taking baby steps. I'm not putting the showcase just anytime yet. I'm taking a while. Like I took a while with this podcast to plan it because I've been planning this shit for the longest. But I wanted
Yes.
to make sure that I had everything. Like you, I wanted to make sure I had everything on board because I seen you have your little studio. I remember you was building your studio too. Wow, bringing me back. You was
Yeah.
building your studio, and you kept going on live doing poetry. You need to start doing that more too. My
Yeah.
recommendation to do that as a startup for yourself. If you don't want to do a podcast type of poetry, maybe you could do a poetry radio station or type of platform for yourself to give spiritual and wording to people that want in this world need it. Look at the world, COVID, people passing away, stuff like that. Your words could be inspirational for that type of platform. And I
Yes.
really think you should push that.
Okay.
I really think I could see you doing it. And, just do what you always do. You know, look around, connect, get connected. I'm gonna get you connected with her. And, shout out to people that I love connecting with people. So I connected from her from Real. Real, thanks for Real. It was just like it's like a whole circle. So whatever I got going on, I would love for you to chime in. It's been a minute since we
Thank
did
you.
things. Yes. And then this other poetry I'm about to play right now. Truth. Like tell us like a little more about that poem.
Oh yeah, truth. That's just a very small little snippet, and it's like a Barry White type of vibe and stuff like that because you know it's all about love. Like Jay Wrights is just a love poet, and that's my lane. So it's just pouring out that love. The world needs love right now. We need some more love in the songs. And shout out to Anonymous, man. He's incredible. That's his thing too, man. The love, and it's just incredible to see. It blew me away because, like I said, a lot of the artists, just all over the place. But his thing is just that love and that passion, and you just feel it when you just like it draws you in. It's great content, great songs, great graphics and stuff like that. I wish I could make some nice videos like that. So shout out to my brother. He's amazing.
Yes, shout out to him. He's been doing a lot lately, a lot of new stuff coming
Hmm.
around, he's filling his way on a lot of things. He does a lot more on the TikTok platform. So check out that a lot more. Yeah, his graphics, he's doing getting good. He's been doing his thing with his graphics, and then I help him with his graphics as well. We actually collab together. We take turns. Like he'll do his by himself, and then sometimes he wants me to do it, which is fine. I want him to learn. I tell him all the time, you're very talented. It's not hard to do it. You can do it. I don't mind doing it. I tell him all the time. But like I was telling you when I was introducing you about that, the editing and stuff,
Yes.
it's just me. I started just like that because I didn't know shit about the app. I had
Yes.
it and I
Yeah.
never even bothered with it. I always used PixArt. That was the only
Oh
app
yeah.
that I used. And Photolab. That was the only
Mm,
app. Then that CapCut came along. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
exactly.
So I got used to it, and I got started playing with it like I was playing with the other apps, and it's easy to learn. I don't mind teaching anybody. It's not a big thing for me. I like to see people grow, you
Yes.
know. I like to see, hey, you could do that. Yeah, just do it this way. Just take your time with it, and you'll be all right. And that's what you're gonna do. Trust me, you're gonna get better and better. And I seen your stuff, and it's not you didn't do a bad job. I like it.
Thank you, sis.
So don't doubt yourself. All right.
Yes.
We're gonna get into this one. It's called Truth, and I can't wait to hear because I didn't hear it, y'all. Okay, I didn't cheat. I didn't hear his stuff yet. I wait till he got here so we can check it out. And anything, like I said, anything artists that have or businesses that have, sent to me, I had to get permission from them to, give y'all anything if y'all interested in any management or whatever. But please always contact them. Don't contact me because I'm not responsible for that. I'm here to promote them, and if they decide to want to be okay with it, then okay. But that's only because they said so, not because you told me so. I have to hear from them. But we appreciate you. That's all it is. I just don't want to get sued. I'm good. So let's play this Truth. Here we go by Jerome. What do you prefer, Jerome Bradley, or you want your Jay Rice?
It
Because I
doesn't
see you
matter, sis.
switched it.
It don't matter.
All right, because I always ask because people switch
Yes.
their names, and it's like, all right, maybe they want to get verified. Maybe that's why.
Mhm.
But it's cool. You still you.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Never give up.
They're so perfect.
I'm taking this time to simply thank you for being so you, for being so true. for being the truth, touching my soul, touching my inner youth. I want to appreciate you. I want to erase your past, the BS you've been through. Make us one, girl, and not two. And love, do what it do. Are you with me? Or should I let you be? Are we water? Let's set you free. Stress free. In time, girl, we will see. I'm on my knee, thanking God for you, girl, in my life. Remove that strife. It's time to level up. It's time to live. You see, too long we've been existing in this world, squandering time, wasting our mind. I'm focused, girl.
That was too short for me. I'm sorry. But it was good. I liked it. That's what it is. That's good though. Sometimes it's good to do that. Tease people like, wait, where's the rest of it?
Right. That's what
So
actually
yeah,
sometimes,
so writing that I could see. Yes.
sometimes the short ones actually intrigue the people to get engaged with me for more. So then I have more songs, so it brings them in. So it's actually a good thing.
Yes, that's a definite. I tend to do that sometimes because I haven't released anything. Because I released like 2 songs so far out of the album that's coming. So that's all that's releasing at the moment. Oh, and Whisper, but that's like a feature with Anonymous. Shout out to Anonymous for doing his thing on there. And I got to release the solo one to that song. So, but that's besides the point. I get what you're saying. Everybody's always asking when's that coming out, and I'm like, it's coming. Relax.
Relax.
I want them to want it. I want them to want it.
Yeah, you gotta
So
build it
that's
up.
the point. hmm Now, you have a special treat for us. Before I get into that, because I can't wait to tell y'all. When it comes to your creative writing and dealing with a lot of things, showcases and so forth, like what's your ideal of how dealing with the industry that's now today? Like what would you like to change? And how do you feel how it is today compared to what it used to be? Or you feel like it's the same?
Um, I say financially, with these streams is it's really, really crazy. One of my good friends, he just received a check for 50 cents. It's like, to me, it's like the artist is not getting paid what they deserve to get paid.
Okay. I mean, like what when it comes to like money wise, because I know everybody gets their BMI and stuff like that going, and then they have their royalties, or you mean paying and wise and blessings, but if it's on besides money
Yeah,
wise,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the royalties and stuff like that. Just they feel like the artist is getting jerked 0.1%, and like before it was like if someone sold a single, it was $1, and then the
yeah,
artist would make maybe like 70, no, maybe like 30%, no, maybe like 20 cents on the dollar or 30. Now it's 0.000, not even a cent.
yeah. I mean that is true because nowadays distribution does require. It's like they're helping you grind, but at the same time you're paying them as well. And you won't get different platforms when it comes to like social media in terms of adding your music to like reels and stuff like that, for instance. it's like a business. Like they do different things when it comes to that. I kind of noticed that because if you really get into the business, yeah, we're business talking, everybody. You know what that is. um, it's like you understand the business of any type of business, whether you're doing distribution through for product, products that you are trying to sell, like in retail, pretty much. So
Right.
you add that with that, everybody in the government and economy is always crying for money.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's always a money issue. So being that the industry, like the music industry, business, and so forth, it now is like the writing part because it falls on writers because you got ghostwriters too. And ghostwriting, they really just added that to the mix of getting paid for it too. So if you don't have someone, name as a ghostwriter, because obviously a ghostwriter is a ghostwriter, no name, no, you know what I'm saying? So, but then it fucks it up for a lot of
Right.
people that want to make money. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many ghostwriters and nobody's getting paid for that because the simple fact the person don't want to take credit for what they wrote. And I feel like if someone wrote me a lyric, a song, because let me tell you, I don't mind anybody write me a song. You want me to do a song and you write it for me? That's fine. I don't care. I'm not very bougie with that. I do prefer write my own shit, but I like to stretch my hands, and I like to learn. But in the business, it's like it's very hard. Certain things that was making money didn't make the cut when it became part of the distribution in the game of distributing your music. Now the apps are asking for more, especially with the verification. They're asking for more because of the fact that they're giving you a platform to utilize in a business. So if you put two and two together, the money making from a platform, any type of platform, is gonna be really tight because of the simple fact that there's too much going on in every platform. It's like a competition. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
everybody has a competition in their own self. TikTok is its own company. Facebook
Right.
and actually Instagram, it's not their own. They work together because they're both from what's his name? What's his name? I don't even know his name.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot.
Zuckerberg or something.
Zuckerberg.
There you go. Sorry,
Zuckerberg.
him. But um, so being that his platform, Facebook and Instagram are together, because if you look at it, you see a Meta. Who is it from? Him. So them two together, they good. But the fact there's other platforms such as TikTok and it's on and on, and they do things differently. You don't know their percentage or how much they gotta do to make it the way it is. And then Zuckerberg, he's good because he has connected platforms and he's making money. So you probably will make more money on doing reels or just doing random postings like you do than you will make in music being distributed by other companies like DistroKid and so forth and so forth. So
Right.
you got to really think about it, and it sucks. It really does suck. That's why it's good to have a little business on the side too, besides poetry. Merch, sell some merch. Inspirational merch. That quotes that's like perfect. You know what I'm saying? Making money on the side when you go to showcases, you take your shit with you. I'm gonna start doing that too. I just wanted to fill it out. I don't just jump in the water because everybody's swimming in it. I don't do that. I always try to fill out a situation because it may not be for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just gonna jump in the water and I see everybody's because everybody else is doing it. No, I actually try to fill it out first. Check it out. Like this whole podcast and other shit I've been doing. I've been trying to fill it out to see if I'm comfortable with it. I'm not just gonna just go. Like I'm not greedy for clout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My clout comes from my heart. My clout comes from me being passionate. My clout comes from me actually giving a fuck about people that give a fuck about me and not putting them in the shadows. I always give people their flowers. My clout is me. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I don't need to use people. And if I'm
Right.
wrong about a situation, I'm wrong. I'm going to say, yo, my bad. I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect either. So it's like, you got to understand there's a lot, a lot. Now everything is switching with the music. So it's getting harder to even have your shit being out there unless you're in like a global radio station like QS Radio. Shout out to QS Radio, Dave Fernandez. You gotta get in contact with him. See, telling you, it's a situation.
Mm.
And they do a lot of it's called a banner on you. It's like a streaming banner. And what happens with the streaming banner, I call it a streaming banner. I know it's probably something else, but me, it's called a streaming banner because obviously it goes worldwide brand all over the place in the internet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my version of what it is. And that right there is live streaming. And the fact that it's live streaming, your streams that you put out there in any platform will actually be heard and listened to. When it comes to
Mm.
adding your stuff to the platform, that's a whole different thing because you got to worry about getting on playlists and it goes on and on and on and on. And on. So it comes down to shit like that. And it's sad that as I studied all this shit, like I caught on to everything. You gotta push yourself. Literally, you really gotta push. You gotta invest in yourself. And I remember you
Yes.
was talking about that the other day. You were talking about investing in yourself and this and that, and it's true. I totally agree with you. Like, how the hell you think independent is?
Right.
Like, duh.
Hmm.
Like, hello. Like, independent means you independently invest in yourself. You
Right.
independently push yourself. You independently promote. You independently post. Same way you independently talk shit and be everybody's business. You can do that too. It's the
Right.
same shit.
Right.
So it's the way it is. So and you got to understand the game. That's what it is, and it's hard. It gets hard because you got to push yourself. All these streaming apps, you would think it would just like, boom, you good. No, it's not. It's not even like that easy. It really
Right.
isn't. You gotta be in DJs. You gotta be talking to DJs. You gotta be talking to producers that know DJs and work with DJs because DJs are important. Shout out to the DJs out there that doing their thing, that been promoting artists like us and poetry artists like you. It's important to get in contact with them. It's not just you just press a button. It's footwork. But not everybody wants to have that conversation because they be stuck in their fucking ways so much. And I'm always talking my shit because I observe the bullshit, and it's wild. And I'd be like really quiet until I get on my platform.
Right.
I talk my shit, but it's the truth. Like
Right.
this shit is fucking crazy. You really gotta invest in yourself, and being an author and a poet. Did you ever do a book? Like,
Yes.
did you ever get into writing a book, like a whole book? Is it like a poetry book or your
Yes. A whole poetry
storybook?
book.
Because I remember, yes, I remember when you came on Beryl G's radio station. You was talking about that you wrote a book, and I wasn't sure if was it a poetry or was it an actual book,
Right.
because
Yeah.
that
It
would
was
have
a,
been dope if you did a biography. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I'm working on that next. Yes. Definitely. Hmm.
Yeah, that's great. I really, if you do, just let me know. I would love to come support you. Like if you come to New York City and you do like a book thing, whatever the
Yes.
fuck can call that, a book signing or whatever, um, I'll be happy to support everything. Like that would be really dope. I love to read. Yes, I read, everybody.
Yes,
I
definitely
love
must.
to read books. Yes. Um, when it comes to performing, like how do you feel when you perform? Like you feel like your anxiousness because sometimes it's not easy performing, especially in a crowd that's so different from you, and it's like, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, at first I used to be nervous and anxious, and then I would just like run out there and try to get it over with. But then um, artist development and time, people would tell me like, "Listen, Jay, got to slow it down and just remember, it's your job. You're an artist to entertain the people, so you have to be in control." So now I'm anxious and excited to actually go out there and give my best. So I'm very much in control, and I like to, you got to engage with the people. So it's something that at the beginning I was scared, but now I'm loving it.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, you inspired me as an artist too, just so you know,
Thank you.
in terms of not giving up, you know, no matter all the shit that's been thrown at you, you're really strong. I commend you. It's not easy.
My
This
sister.
world can be really, yes, and it's always gonna be that way. You've been through a lot of shit, and you're human. Probably people get this, thing where you feel like they can't talk to you about anything, but you're like mad chill. You're chilled out. Like you talk, we be talking, laughing, cracking up. You have a sense of humor. You're not stuck up for nothing, and I
Right.
appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot, especially being on my song. My very first, and you know what's crazy? I was your first. You were my first poetry person on my own song, and that was my first song ever I wrote. Like that was my very
Right.
first song,
Yes. We're
and
not the
I
same.
was like really honored. Yes, I was very honored that you did that. When you get a chance, please send that to me so I can actually
Yeah.
show it to them in the next episode when I just chill
Yeah.
out and my artists and stuff so I can show them. And it was really cool that you did that. I was like in shock because I never thought it would sound like that. So I was like, okay. I was like, I see where you're going. I like that. Like I could see that shit in a whole movie. A
Yes.
whole movie. So I was like, all right, I can see that. So for my very first song, it was an honor from me personally, as someone who likes to sing and write poetry through her music and stuff like that. It was an honor, and I appreciate you for giving me that opportunity to experience that. I didn't even know that was your first time doing that, and it was in shock because you was really good at it. Like it was like a he was really good at it. I was like, okay, your first time, but how? Because you just killed that shit. It was really dope, and
Thank you.
I
Thank
honor
you so much.
you. Definitely honor you a lot.
Thank you.
And in terms of what's next for you? What is next for you?
What's next for Jay Wrights right now is I'm preparing an album for the Grammys. I actually missed the opportunity this year because I was told the wrong thing. However, it's my life on it that I'm going into the category and I will be nominated for the following year. So we're definitely looking forward to that and get that Grammy nomination and just go back to the drawing board to what I really wanted to do, and that's to become the man behind the scene and just be the writer.
Oh, I can't wait. So now that we're being said, yeah, I have a special treat for you. He actually is gonna read a poem for you guys live. And that is so cool. Like I'm really excited. I feel like I'm little again. I'm so excited because I like to see shit like that, like to actually see it live,
Yes.
face to face. It's like it's different from, hearing it on a fucking streaming radio station. It's so different compared to being live. And this is the real thing. Like, this is really him. You'll hear his vocals because, like singers, you gotta hear your vocals. But his poetry is really dope. And he's gonna spit some bars for us. And it's flowetry, as I say. Flowetry, not poetry. It's flowetry because you gotta really understand. You gotta flow and get deep conversation with him when it comes to poetry. So, finally, do I'm allowed you to take the stage and do your thing, introduce yourself again. There's new people in here, I'm pretty sure, and just let's go and make sure you put your IG because you have so many IGs. I couldn't find which one you was actually using. So just tell them
Yes.
your IG now, okay? And start your
Yes.
thing.
My IG is actually the right here where you see a J Writes right there. Put two more Z's to it because someone hacked my page. So it's J Writes with four Z's. TikTok, J Writes as you see it right there. And Jerome Bradley on Facebook. And I'm going to do this piece right here. It's called Behind These Eyes. If you were to look behind this smile, you would encounter tears equivalent to a mile. Many promise to stand firm as a stone. Instead, I remain alone. This was my life before you. You have erased such a place where virtues I could taste. You are my today, my tomorrow, substance in a world without sorrow. Today, when you look into these eyes, you would only see you, a soul revealing the reflection of you, affection so true. My eyes were answering a question for you. My life was a game I allow people to play. You have shown me a better way. Now burn to rise. You are the truth behind these eyes.
Wow. That was that was wow. I
Thank
just
you.
put your information on the screen so they can have it. I was typing it in while
Mm.
when you was doing all that. So it was really I love it. I love it. It was really dope. So tell me a little more about that poem. Like, what inspired you to write that?
That one right there, I was in my dark time in my life, and it's to show how this person entered my life, and I was depressed, dismal times, empty, and this is where I was. But when you enter my life, you added so much substance to my life and turned everything around.
That's deep. That's deep. Wow. Y'all hear that? Y'all understand. When you write something, it's the same thing as you sing it or rap it, but this is poetry. And it touches you as a song would with just a beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. And usually he uses little beats and stuff like that. And this time he did it regular, and that's cool too because it's been a minute since I heard you do one without the music. Because you did it
Yeah,
when you was on lives all the time. You used to do a lot of poetry and stuff like that on lives, and you really need to get back to that. I really want
I
you
was
to
just thinking about that. I was just thinking about I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, yes, do it. I really support that. And then whatever you need when it comes to that, you need me to help you with the promo stuff and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'm willing to help. Just let me give it. Like I tell everybody, when you want me to do promos and stuff, I don't mind putting my own words, to hype it up. It's not a big deal in my hashtags. But if you want to put your own details of whatever you got going on. Just put it in the thing underneath what you send me, and I'll do it for you. That's fine. It's not a big deal for me. It's not gonna bother me. Trust me. I'm very unbothered. I like to help people. That's how we grow as human beings. I just
Thank you,
hope
my
that's
sister.
in touch. Yes, I got you. I got you. And I talk my shit all the time, and sometimes I ramble. My bad. But I like talking to you. It's a conversation. I known you for a long time, but they don't know you. But
Yes,
now they
yes,
do. Now they
yeah.
do. I
And I
want you to
appreciate,
continue to
I
push
appreciate.
yourself.
Hmm?
Of course, I want you to continue to push yourself. I'm gonna play again the beginning of your other song that you had.
Together as
The
one.
first one I put. I like that together as one. I'm gonna play that right now so everybody can get in tune with that. And then we're gonna chop it up with some two more questions and you can go have your coffee if you drink coffee. I need coffee. And then we'll chop it up with more, okay? Here we go.
I know things have been real rough, but together, we could weather any storm. We feel pain, we feel the thorn. Baby, I know things have been tough. The roads travel has been rough. Pull up, let's spin the block of love. My presence is here. Your love is never enough. It's my escape. The air that I breathe. Real talk, no room to deceive. Love sees planet. I never take you for granted. Eyes open, never slanted. As long as I'm with you, nothing else concerns me. We were homeless together on this wild journey. Splitting fries, hearing each other's cries, kissing each other's eyes. But now we made it. Sacrifice and stay true. 10 toes down in everything we do. Weather the storms, the thunder that was meant to take us under. Today, I thank you because I'm so blessed. We've been tested. We passed that test. So proud to call you my wife, my guidance for life. Let me take this time and wipe my tears. Thank you, baby, for the memories throughout the years. I love you, and I thank you for never leaving, for being so true, for being one instead of two. You could have left. You could have chased the bag. Baby, you stayed in the rain, the sleet, the storms. Your love is so unique, making my life so complete. Everyone talks about being real until they're tested, until they're arrested, until they confessed it. But my baby stood 10 toes down, smiled. In times she could have frowned. That's why it's us against the world. My wifey, my boo, my girl. I love you, woman. The queen on earth. You know your worth. Thank you for my babies, that birth. Forever. Take this ring. That's right, baby. Adore your king. Take this ring.
That was dope. Wow. It
Thank you,
gets
sir.
doper and doper. No matter you replay it, it's so.
And
I
that was
love it.
actually recorded. I recorded that in my bedroom closet, wrote it, recorded, and
Really?
did everything and distributed. Huh?
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I did that all on my own. I learned everything on YouTube, and I did that whole thing. I do all my
Wow.
songs, and everything. I do everything right. Record, engineer it, master it, send it out.
Look at that, y'all. You see that? Wow.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
been in the
amazing.
studio in about a
Wow.
year and a half.
That's dope. Look at that. I wish I had that skill. Holy shit, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it. I commend you again.
To be honest with you,
Like
my
I
sister,
got patience.
I thought the
Yeah.
same thing too, but I've been putting out the music, the albums, and everything all on my own.
Oh wow. So you got everything on all the platforms, right?
Yes.
You got it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
I
actually
want to
have
share them some stuff also. Cause
yeah. Yeah, I have 100
yeah.
songs on all the music platforms.
Oh wow. You need to share that with me so I could share with them. I don't mind sharing your stuff because I know you were going through the pages like you were saying someone hacked your shit. That's crazy. Um.
Oh, the
Yeah.
worst.
Like how do you? Because I know you had like over 1,000. I call it over 1,000 pages because everywhere I turn, he goes click request. I'm like, wait a second, I have you on my thing.
Right, right. Yeah, they've been hacking my stuff and everything.
That's crazy. Wow, people have no fucking life. Gotta love it though.
No fucking life.
Yeah, like it's crazy. People have no life, and it was done to me too. I almost got hacked
Right,
again. But little they know, Google, shout out to Google,
right, right.
has this authorization shit where they let me know who's trying to get in my shit. So you could try me now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you gotta go in you got Gmail, so you need to go into your Gmail settings. They'll give you a whole list of authorizations and stuff like that. They'll tell you what type of model was using your you're trying to use your account to log in everything. I love it. I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
try me now.
like that. I like that.
Yeah, you definitely need to invest in that because it's important. It's not easy getting your pages back and starting over. But then again, you didn't really start over. You're still the same person. But it shows you who's fucking with you at the same time. Because when you start a whole new page, you be requesting people and they be acting like they don't see that shit. I know y'all see that.
Right,
And I get it. I had that happen to me. And ask me, do I care? I really don't. I really don't. It's just, you sometimes God leads the way. Like that's like telling me, yeah, they don't fuck with you. You don't need to add them.
right,
Okay,
right,
cancel. Cancel request.
right.
So yeah, that's how you do it. Nobody, that's when people have opinions, I tell you too. Because I know it's hard. You're still pushing yourself. You got haters and naysayers. It is what it is. Fuck them. Because
Yeah,
at the same time, still promoting you. So
yes,
we love you haters.
right, right,
And it's just what it is. People don't understand what a hater is. A hater is they keep bringing up situations. They keep bringing and dragging situations that should have. It's been done. Deal. That's it. Move on. You're an adult. Grow some balls because it's
right.
ridiculous.
That's right.
And that's what a hater is. You could tell what a hater is. You don't need to drag people's name.
Right,
Just let it go. We're not kids. If they keep pushing your buttons, provoking you, then I can understand that. That's something different. But we still adults. We need to act like them. So the fact that that all that's craziness, I commend you on a lot of things when it comes to that. We gotta be better people. People do what they do. They do what they do without even saying sorry.
right,
But
right. That,
then again, it's like you wait for a long time to say sorry. It's ridiculous. That's another thing. And you being so who you are, I love it. I just love it. I just want to let you know I love it, and I want you to keep pushing yourself. Yes, please do these lives again. That was really cool that you did that. I always loved to. You did it. I think you did always every Sunday or Monday. I think it
Yes.
was. Yes, and I loved it. I used to chime in all the
Yes.
time,
Yeah.
all
Yeah. I
the
remember,
time.
sis.
Yeah, and then that's when that's and it's crazy because that's when I met my first my love. You know, I met my love, and you met him and everything, and it was really dope because he likes to write too, and you know, it was like a whole. It was good. It helped us build each other too because he liked to write a lot too. So it was really dope. And I was an inspiration too because you kept, you know, people were coming in here and, you know, and it was just so peaceful and positive. And we need a lot of that. Those type of lives, we need a lot of those on fucking social media because social media is getting too ratchet for me. And
Yeah.
we need
Yes.
positive and we really dope, you know. And
Thanks, sis.
I would love to have you like come. I'm gonna set this up with some artists too, but we'll see how that goes. But like for you to come here and just put a poetry or send me some poetry and I could read it on the live and I could put it on the live and people could have like some type of inspiration thing. If you can do
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for me, we're gonna grow together. I would
Yes.
love that.
Yes.
So they can have something to go for. We need a lot of positivity, y'all.
Yes.
This world, these new feeds are getting ridiculous. Twitter's like with the fucking bullshit drama, like it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. It's just like, bruh, can we live? Can we live?
Tell
You
me
know what
about
I'm
it.
saying? Let's not build our memories on negativity. Yes, it helps us grow, but having it to do it all the time, that's when you gotta chill, just relax. Tranquila. And you still have your dog, right?
My what?
Your dog? Remember your dog? You still have him,
No,
right?
no. My dog had cancer and she passed away.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
why you've been
remember
so
her? She was
quiet.
amazing. Remember I used to always be my dog and having fun?
Yes, that was not a dog, that was a human being. Cause
Yo,
oh my god.
that dog was incredible.
Tito, oh my god, I'm so sorry. My
Yeah,
condolences.
yeah.
I
She
know that
loved
hurt.
me.
I know that hurt you a lot. Cause you had
Yes,
since she was a baby.
yes.
I remember. I was like, it was like watching a TV show. I was watching her grow from your
Mhm.
from your lives and shit. I was like, oh look how cute. Oh my god, she
I used
got
to
big.
pick her
And
up.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, I told y'all it's history. Y'all understand?
Yes, 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 yes.
It's like I watched him like his life on social
Hmm.
media. That's what I did. I watched your life.
That's right.
And that's really cool to do that. You know, you get to learn different things. Appreciation.
Yes.
Mhm. You can learn from some people, appreciation about things that you don't even know about yourself. Watch somebody else's life. That's what I say,
Yes.
you know, and you'll get a perspective of who they are. It could teach you a lesson, it can inspire you, or whatever. But watch somebody's life.
Yes.
You trust me, you'll learn what appreciation is. And I appreciate you through all the journey, staying strong, God bless, your family. It's really dope talking to you a lot. Like, we're going to talk more and more and more and more. Like I said, send me whatever you got going on to my email. Let me know it's there because, I'm always like busy, 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 busy. Like, and that's the way, you know what it is? I probably got ADHD because I cannot stand still for some reason. And it's okay. I love me anyway. I probably do. But I can't help to be in multiple places. Like if I see something, if I have an idea, like when you write your shit down, I gotta do it. I just cannot forget it. I
Right.
gotta do it. I gotta be like here, 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 here. That's me. That's who I am. So it's like I try my best to slow down sometimes because you have to. You don't want to overwork yourself and drain yourself. But at the same time, it helps me keep going and catching up. And I would love to like do stuff with you more and your music, more collaborations. You could come perform with me when I have to perform. And I would actually like to bring that song back out. I'm gonna get a hold of it. I may redo it again because I have a new engineer. And shout out to Nick Major Music. He's really dope from Sound Studio. Shout out to Sound Studios. I've been rocking with me. Yes. Um, he's been helping with my growth, as an artist. So I would love to refurbish that and then have you back on it again.
Yes, for sure.
And you can perform it as well. So
Yes.
if I have a performance, I'll invite you. I'll pay for your slot. Doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. I'll pay for your slot. Yes, this is what we do for other people. um, Genuinely, and you could come and perform. And we're gonna do our thing, something different. I want to shop. I like to do different things in different, in different settings and showcases. So it'd be really cool. Like, oh shit, wait, where'd that come from?
Right.
So it'd be really cool. Yeah,
Definitely.
so we're gonna chime up more. Yeah, and tell them where your platform is, everywhere you gotta go in your social media. So I got your IG on the screen, but also your other social media so they can know. And I will share more of your social media. Actually, I'm gonna share your Instagram on Facebook and stuff because they have I guess you could copy the URL now. Before they didn't have that for me. I don't know if they did it with you. So I'll do that for you. And they could just click on it and stuff because some people don't know how to spell sometimes when I do it. And it's like, that's not the right thing. I'm like, you know what?
Right.
Listen, I spelled it how the artist did. And I said, don't take it up with me. Take it up with them. But tell them where they can find you and so forth.
Yeah, guys, you can find me on Instagram, JWRITZZZ with 4 Z's. You can find me on all the music platforms, JWRITZZZ. Get out there, pull up a song, share it, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. It's been a
Thank you
minute.
so
I'm
much,
glad we
Bossy
caught
V.
up. That's not the end.
Appreciate
And my
you.
daughter, she's saying bye. Oh, she's so cute. Yeah. We shout out to you. Thank you again for everything. And I appreciate you for coming here to share your word, live, y'all. That was live. That's really dope. And you can reach us anytime. I'm gonna give you my business number because I have a business number, and I'm gonna give it to you. So just hit me up if you need anything towards when it comes to promo. If you got any events going on, let me know. I'll promote it. That's fine. We gotta grow together. You know what I'm saying? This is not
Thanks.
no hate situation. This is a whole
Yeah.
this is a whole better situation.
Thank you so much, sis.
You're welcome. I got you. So we gotta go, y'all. We check you later, Bossy V. What's an artist? Yes, I will be on more periodically. It's just, I've been trying to get all these beautiful, amazing talents. I've been trying to get them together and get them able to talk their shit, because we're coming in back in strong and heavy. I'm gonna be playing artists' new music and stuff. It's gonna be dope. And, next interview is gonna be another special guest, and I'm pretty sure her manager's gonna be there. I hope so. It'll be dope to introduce them. Shout out to Air. It was Airtime Radio, I believe, that gave me the opportunity to put her artists on. Hold on, let me get the right name. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Because I don't like messing nobody's names up. So hold on. Oh, see, that's what I always check. Air It Out Radio. Shout out to them. for giving me an opportunity to want to bring their artists on my platform and talk our shit and get to know each other. I've been supporting her radio station for a long time. I actually like it. It's a really dope platform. She keeps it real 100%. There's no sugarcoat. That's what I like about her radio station. She keeps it 100 and she's there for the artists, but people just don't appreciate people like that anymore. And everybody knows me. I appreciate whatever they give me. So it's like I want to shout everybody out. Sorry, business. But thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be me. Thank you for allowing me to give you opportunities to promote your stuff. Thank you for allowing me to um being a, allowing me to be able to make you guys days and smiles just by sharing and liking your stuff, because I really dig y'all stuff and I really appreciate you guys when y'all present it on my Facebook and stuff. It doesn't bother me. And I want y'all to know that because family doesn't bother me. I just don't want to use family over stupid shit. And when I say stupid shit, if it has nothing to do with any positivity in it, I don't want you tagging me. Please don't. Um, yeah, so, but with all that being said, shout out to JWRITZZZ for coming, Jerome Bradley for coming on my platform and allow me to give him a place to chill. That's what we about. That's what I'm about. I'm always a chill person. If you want me to come to your events, just let me know ahead of time because sometimes the timing and and if I have shit to do, I don't want you to think I'm not gonna come. The only time I will never come is either because I'm not feeling good or something to do with my family. So those are the only two reasons. And I just like to know things ahead of time so I can plan it and we can just chill. Feel me? So shout out to y'all that doing your thing. Shout out to all the event planners. I had a really good time this week. It's been a minute since I actually really had a good time, going through shit and it's not easy me as an artist to I go through my shit and yeah, and I'm still here though. I'm still pushing. I'm still gonna support. I'm back though. I'm back stronger than ever, and I got special guests coming to the podcast. We're linking up, we're chilling, and Voices of Artists Media is coming to Folk Play as well, getting into photography and stuff. But I'm doing all this for me. I'm doing this. I'm doing this for everybody. I'm not a selfish person. We need a positive, infectious movement, and if I can be it, I'm gonna give y'all that. And it's genuine coming from me. That's who I am, and people need to know the difference between someone who's giving and someone who's trying to take. And I'm not trying to take; I'm trying to give. And to give a smile, why not? To give a helping hand, why not? I'm gonna be blessed, regardless. I'm not asking anything for return. I just ask for loyalty, honesty, and y'all to keep pushing yourself. That's all. That's all it is. That's all I ask. And that's just me. And you know what I do? I promote a lot of things and I want you to know it's going to forever be that way. And that's me telling you, peace out, utilize your voice. Remember, don't give up. I'm watching, always. Voices of an Artist. Bye. Let's talk about it.